Hi, this is Simply Jane. Nandito po tayo sa Binondo, the oldest Chinatown in the world. Tama po, it's the oldest Chinatown in the world. At marami pong history na nangyari dito. So, marami na po akong kinuwento sa inyo na tungkol doon sa Arosera, doon sa Santa Ana, doon sa ang dami na kung nasundan nyo po. Kung hindi pa naman po, ay hit the subscribe button na po. And also the notification bell so that you will always be updated every time we release a new video. The interest is actually on culture and the arts and of course history. Yan, it's part of history. Kaya pasok na pasok po sa ating niche. Pupunta po tayo dito sa magandang simbahan syempre kasi today is a Sunday at pupunta po tayo dun sa Santa Cruz. Ayan, nandito po yung pinaka-oldest na shrine of yung mga Chinoy. Dito po talaga sila converted to Christianity at ang kanilang santo patron ay si Nuestra Señora del Pilar. Tara na po! Okay, nakalagay po dyan arko ng pagkakaibigang Pilipino at Chino. Imagine, no? Filipino-Chinese Friendship Art. Ayan po yan sa San Vicente Street. Manila's favorite fried chicken since 1950, original, savory. Ayan. Okay, dito po. May pulis naman eh. Ayan o. Okay. Marami. Visible. Sobrang visible po ng mga pulis. Ano to? Poland. Okay, Hopia Factory. Oh, matagal na yung Poland na yan. Ganda pag maaga pa kasi wala pang init masyado. Hindi pa siya mainit. Ganon. So, hang walking tour lang tayo, no? Ayun po. Wow! Hindi na tayo makapasok kasi hindi po bukas. Oh, bukas na pala. Bukas na pala siya. Kasi, Kenya. Kanyes, Kota. Okay. Vision tayo. Prior to the arrival of the Spanish conquistadors to the Philippine Islands, the district of Santa Cruz was partly a marshland, patches of greeneries, orchards, and partly rice fields. A Spanish expedition in 1581 claimed the territory and awarded to the Society of Jesus, whose members are known as Jesuits. The Jesuits built the first Roman Catholic church in the area where the present Santa Cruz Parish stands on June 20, 1619. The Jesuits enshrined the image of Our Lady of the Pillar in 1643 to serve the predominantly Chinese residents in the area. The image drew a lot of devotees and a popular cult grew around it. As centuries passed by with wars, calamities, and other adversities, she continues to give her people the joy and strength that the people of Manila needed. The image of the Pilarica of Santa Cruz is that of a carved mahogany wood. The body of the image covered with silver, and head and hands of the mother and child made of ivory. The image stands in a pillar based from the account of the famed apparition of the Blessed Mother to Apostle Saint James the Great in Zaragoza, Spain. The image wears an embroidered mantle or cape, wigs and crowns for both mother and child. It is not certain if these date back to the Jesuit times, inasmuch as these are parts that in every sculpture deteriorate more easily and thus more accessible to the changes and innovations. Moreover, in the desire to preserve the image in the passage of time, it was deemed necessary to cover it with silver plates that were so deeply engraved and set that it has not lost its finest details. The work was found to be carefully done and very extensive. The opulence of the people of Old Santa Cruz is strongly evident on the appearance of the Virgin. It is said that the hair of the Virgin had several strands of diamond chains serving as a hairnet that was given by her devotees. The people of this once aristocratic arrabal lavished the Virgin with such honor as an act of thanksgiving to all the miracles that she wrought to the people and for the thriving of trade and commerce of that district that was once called the cradle of Tagalog aristocracy. The image of Nuestra Señora del Pilar was brought to the Philippines by the Jesuits from Zaragoza, Spain, sometime before 1743. But prior to her arrival, a confraternity already existed in the district. Thus, the arrival of the Virgin del Pilar made the devotion official. By the middle of the 19th century, the La Pilarica became the queen and patroness of Santa Cruz district up to this day. On June 3, 2018, as part of the church-wide celebrations of Corpus Christi, it was officially raised on Archdiocesan Shrine of the Most Blessed Sacrament by the decree of the then Archbishop of Manila, Luis Antonio Cardinal Tagle. The first Santa Cruz Church was built when the Arrabal or suburb of Santa Cruz was established by the Jesuits in the early 1600s. The church had undergone many repairs and reconstruction, with the last reconstruction done in the 1950s. Today, the church architecture employs a California Spanish mission-style facade silhouette with the usual Filipino-Asian-Hispanic mix, Baroque ornamentation. The church facade is topped with an effigy statue of Our Lady of the Pillar, the patroness of the church, whose feast happens every third Sunday of October and on the 12th day of October. So guys, how about a little sightseeing? So here is the building of the BPI or Bank of the Philippine Islands. BPI was founded during the Spanish colonial era of the Philippines as El Banco Español Filipino de Isabel II. It provided credit to the national treasury and printed and issued the Philippine Peso Fuerte, a precursor to today's Philippine Peso. Following World War II, BPI was actively involved in the post-war reconstruction of the Philippines. In 1949, with the establishment of Central Bank of the Philippines, now Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, BPI lost the right to issue Philippine pesos, a right it had since the Spanish colonial era during the American colonial period. How about going to the Chinatown? Okay, let's have a little peek at the gold being sold here. Wow, lots of gold. Did you know that the gold black market is found here in Santa Cruz? Gold mined from Paracale are actually sold here. There are fruit vendors too, and a lot of vendors as well. So many of them, sometimes you cannot pass through the streets. 100 na lang? Pula naman siya, no?
Ilan ba?
Ang sarap.
Dalawang
Sige,
kilo tayo.
Magkano naman po? Isang ganyan. 3-1 per gram. 1,000 per gram.
3,100.
Ang per gram po. Ito white gold. Paano ko po sale ngayon? Big sale. Mahal pa din. Mahal pa din po. 18 super sale. There you go. We bought fruits, but we did not buy gold. And it's now time to... Wait a minute. It's time to eat. Where shall we eat our lunch? Yeah, I know of one place here that I would really want to go. Please come with me because this is an old building of the HSBC, the Hong Kong Shanghai Bank Corporation. It was said that the Japanese left Santa Cruz, or the northern part of the Pasig River, and that was the reason why many of the buildings here were actually saved from bombardment. And one of those buildings is this particular building here of HSBC. Welcome to Grand 1919 Cafe.
The best to ma'am. Yan.
Wow. With rice na po.
Without rice yan ma'am.
Ayan na lang, ayan na lang. Pa isang rice po.
Isang rice na rin.
Opo. Nice ambience, don't you think? Wow, I'm like transported to the 1700s or 1800s. Pure indulgence. Dark chocolate. Carmen's best. Goodness. Eto guys. Okay, kain na tayo. So guys, I'm eating this Carmen's Best ice cream here at the oldest bank. Ito po yung HSBC Bank. Dati po yun, no? Hong Kong Shanghai Banking Corporation. HSBC na pinakalumang bangko sa Binondo. Wow! Alam niyo po, ang Binondo ay pinakalumang, the oldest Chinatown in the whole world. Masarap. Masarap siya, guys.
Wala akong plate ma'am.
ito nga guys, ang HSBC, original building, yung very first bank here in Binondo. Alam naman po natin, ang Binondo is the oldest Chinatown in the world. So, kaya ito din yung pinakaunang HSBC dito sa Binondo. So, they have transformed this into a cafe. It's called the Grand 1919 Cafe. Thank you guys for watching. Sana nag-enjoy kayo sa pagsama nyo sa akin sa episode na ito. At sana hindi nyo ma-miss yung mga susunod pa. God bless!